The way this housemates come for this girl is becoming unbecoming. Hey babies, how are you all doing?
Welcome back to
Welcome back to
Sale with
Sale with
Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. As it
As
dey
it
do
dey do
waiting,
waiting,
as it
as it
dey hurt.
dey hurt.
Of course, you know
Of
there's no
course, you know
sleeping on the
there's no
bicycle on
sleeping
this
on the
channel. If you
bicycle on
snooze,
this
you do
channel.
what?
If you snooze, you do
You
what?
lose.
You
Are you here to
lose.
subscribe to
Are
this
you here to
channel?
subscribe to
Or are
this
you sitting on a
channel?
far
Or are you
along
sitting on a
thing?
far
Kindly
along
pause right
thing?
there,
Kindly
subscribe, and make
pause
sure you
right
turn on the
there,
notification bell.
subscribe, and make
If
sure you
not,
turn on
tell
the
me,
notification
how do you
bell.
want to get the
If not,
gist
tell me,
going from the
how do you
cooking
want to get
pot?
the
Like
gist
how do you
going
want to
from the
get the
cooking
gist?
pot?
As it
Like how do you want to
hurt.
get the gist?
So guys,
As it
like I am
hurt.
so pissed
So
this
guys,
evening
like I said earlier,
because
the
okay,
way this housemate picked up on
Biggie called the
Ilebaye,
housemate for what's it
it
called?
is getting out of hands because what really happened really surprised me. I don't know why it is this way. All right, Biggie called the head of house to the diary room. There was a brief, and then the head of house came out reading this brief, and it has to do with a lucky dip. As usual, you all know how the game is being played. They will have to do the lucky dip to pick their various team and whatever. So as the lucky dip were going on, they picked and everybody was trying to be the lucky one to get the game master. Of course, we all know one thing the housemate really want to get is to be the game master, because the game master take all the win without doing anything. So while this was going on, the housemate even Mercy was trying to pick the card last so as to pick the game master. But no, after every they all picked and there was no game master. So Baye now opened the box that had the brief, now picked and showed them the game master. They were so surprised. And Baye jokingly told them at that she is the one that put the card where the brief is. And this is where of the tantrums, every argument started. The ladies were not finding this funny that Ilebaye had the game master. I was now wondering why all of a sudden it is actually peppering their body. They do not like it that she picked the card. It took me back the last time. I remember when White Money was still in the house. There's this game that was played, they had to pick from the lucky dip. And after picking, it happened that Pere was the last person to pick. And there was no game master, nothing like game master. The housemates joyfully, with all their heart, from their heart of hearts, and they said, okay, let Pere be the game master now. Since he didn't pick the card, automatically the person who did not pick the card is the game master. But now, why is this so hard for them and difficult for them to accept that Baye is the game master? They were arguing, they were soliloquizing, saying a lot of things about how Baye, that how would Sisi and Mercy carry the matter for head at first, that how would people ignore what Baye just said, that how would it happen, that is not just fair. They were arguing. While they were doing that, next thing, Biggie now asked the head of house to go get the merchandise as the storeroom is now open. Going to the storeroom, other housemates got their merchandise that has their name on their box. And that of Ilebaye, which is the head of house, has the game master. Yet, this female housemates, when I say this housemates, I mean the female housemates, they were still arguing, they were still saying the same thing, like how would this girl, have this thing, and all of that. And then so Mana actually explained to them when Sisi was complaining in the dress room that he thinks Biggie purposely gave Ilebaye the game master, because if you check from their merchandise, everybody box has their name and that of Baye has the game master on it, so that they do not think Baye actually forged that herself. After Soma finished explaining, thinking that was okay, no, they keep on complaining. Venita refused to participate. The guys at the other corner were practicing their thingy. Venita said she's not going to participate in anything, that she's only going to stand because of the people she's in a team with, that whatever that is happening right now, her brand or whatever, do not support it, that with whatever that is happening, that she cannot even participate in this kind of tax, that it is not possible. And while they were having this conversation about Baye, whatever Baye did and how it is, peppering their body, Ilebaye was just sitting on her throne with her leg crossed, as they were arguing. While this was going on, Biggie now called the housemates together. No, they now the guys went to the dressing room. All this while, the guys never discussed it. So Baye went to meet the guys where they were actually rehearsing. And the guys were like, Perena brought it up, like, why is it that these ladies are taking this thing so personal? Why is it that they are still talking about this even upon now? Why is it really disturbing them? Is it not obvious that Biggie wanted this girl to be the game master? And then Adekule was that he has also told Venita that whenever she's putting on a brand on, she should watch some of the things she's saying, that she does not like some of the things she's saying now. They now actually wave it off and started having another conversation. But Cross now told Baye that I hope you tend to understand what is happening now, that when table turns, that initially when others were the head of house, you saw how we played out. Now it is your turn, and you wanted everybody to all stand to their feet and do whatever you want them to do. Just know that life does not really work that way. So after as they were having that conversation, Biggie now called the housemates to gather in the main lounge. As they gathered, and Biggie was like, what is happening? And Pere was like, Biggie, oh please, it's not from our end though. And then Angel was like, then let us talk, since it's not from your end, since you guys are not the one complaining. So Sisi, which is the Okulora, as that is it, in Igbo language, in English it said the mouthpiece of the people, now said, then Biggie, the thing right here is about the game master thing. She explained everything to Biggie, that Baye said she put the car there and all of that. Biggie now asked the question and said, see, so the last time you were the game master, how did you get your pick? And she was like, I picked through the lucky dip. And then Biggie was like, okay, Ilebaye, where did you get yours from? Ilebaye now told Biggie, from this box. Biggie was like, which box? And she said, this box here. Biggie said, be specific. And Adekule corrected her and said the brief box. And Ilebaye said the brief box. Biggie now said, okay, go to the where you drop your box that contains your merchandise, go and bring it. What does it say? Ilebaye said the box said game master. And Big Brother was like, so all of you, or does your merchandise not fit you? They said it do fit them, and then Biggie says, so why the complaint? It is Biggie's house and Biggie's rule. Biggie can decide on whoever to be the game master, and Biggie has decided that the head of house will be the game master for today's tax. After Biggie addressing that, now told them as to where they have 5 minutes to resume the tax. Still yet, these people still did not hear Venita. Mercy says she's still not okay with this, that she's still not okay despite Biggie's explanation, and then they are not putting it upon her that because she joked about it, that why would she joke about it? Sisi, Mercy, and Venita. I'm like, okay, so Ilebaye cannot joke, but if it's other housemates, she can joke. And Angel said something. Angel said that if it is some other housemates, they would have taken it lightly, but because of it's coming from Baye, who is somebody that is controversial, that is why they are taking this, this personal. And I'm like, oh, thank God you point this out, because I'm very sure if it was other housemates, it wouldn't have been like this, So then they were like, why would she even say that? I'm like, why is it that everything that has to do with Baye, they just take it this personal? Most of you all say that this girl is creating one certain narrative of playing the victim card. But guys, these housemates are pushing the narrative on her for free. Because even I, as a blogger, they are pushing that narrative. I'm discussing about her right now. It is given that all the whole housemate, it is Ilebaye versus them. The same people she chose as her BFF are the same people who is trying to take this so personal. The guys did not even see a problem with this. The time the ladies would have used to even do their parties or whatever, they are busy still talking about Baye. Biggie, Soma explained to them that the box contained Game Master. It was still not okay for them. Biggie addressed them. It was still not okay for them. Venita even said a word like that. She hoped Baye lose her access to get the prize win. And people have been asking, why would Venita say that? What does that mean? People are trying to get it. But I think what she's trying to say is that the prize win, meaning this Oraimo tax, the win, it still shows on their faces, even in their mind, even in their mouths. They were not even hiding it. They were still saying, oh, why would it happen this way? Meaning that Baye does not deserve it. I believe you me, if it was some other housemates who actually did this, who actually got the game master, I don't think they would complain. If Sisi has gotten it, they will not complain. If any other person would have gotten it, they would have not complained. But because of it is Ilebaye, that is why they are complaining. Now the question is, why are they holding things so strong on Baye when it comes to Baye? And they just shove it off when it comes to other housemates. And you expect the viewers not to arise. You expect arisers not to arise and do whatever they have to do to make sure that this girl is being treated in a different light, because it is showing that she is treated in a different light from other housemates. Talking about her age, how old is Angel? How old is Baye? These housemates they all have their flaws. They all have things they do that are wrong. Same as Ilebaye. So we should not put it like, oh, Ilebaye, she's doing this, she's doing that. I think the problem they have with Ilebaye right now is that she just beat all of them to their game. She played the game before they could realize that this girl is actually playing a game. It was so late for all of them. So that is why at this end time, they are trying to make the house so uncomfortable for her in any which way they can. Her as the head of her, she's trying her best to make it cool, and yet they are still not having it. So, guys, what do you think about all of this rumbling and everything that happened in the house right now? Meanwhile, let's see the social space and see how it is going. Coming from Wanyike, this thing Doyin said about Mercy being a girl is true. Venita does it to your face, but Mercy will do it behind you. You know, I am skipping some words, please, for a reason. You can under the streets, I don't care. Venita, what do you mean by that? She should lose her right to the prize. Why? This is the exact word Venita used. She said Ilebaye have to lose her rights to the prize. And people on the social space are coming that what does this girl mean? Does it mean that this girl is seen by her as the winner already? But I think I have explained that part. I think she's talking about the Oraimo tax prize. Coming from Mimi, production already picked Ilebaye as game master and removed her card from the lucky dip, while others would dip and pick. We can see clearly what is happening. Are you guys seeing? This is what Ilebaye goes through in the house, but today Biggie decided to televise it to the world. Sisi is God. I am so glad nobody can twist this one. Guys, I am skipping some words, so kindly read along with me so that you know the words I'm skipping. I'm actually making this video for the second time because I made this video the first time and it did not go. So I'm holding some words back. Cleanse the in your hearts. She was choosing to be the game master. Even me, I am still surprised why this is like this. Why it is just the way it is because of its Baye. If you are being neutral, there is no sane human being, somebody who is okay that will not say, why would you treat this girl this way? Biggie the Riggy, why you do that now? It is called a lucky dip for a reason. I can't wait for the show to be over. You know, some of the hospitals are saying, why is it written in the brief that the game master will be determined from the lucky dip and then something else is happening? Coming from Beyonce, Ilebaye defender. Thank you, Biggie, for vindicating my baby. She asked for something to make her happy and Biggie gave her game master. Now they said she changed it, but guess what? The box vindicated her because others has name, but Ilebaye own has stated game master. Okay, now even people saying Biggie is being biased, Biggie actually did it in Ilebaye's favor. That is not just it. Do you think they prepared for this tax in 1 hour? No, this their merchandise, their clothing might be even ready like yesterday. So already that is how the Oraimo wanted that to play out. The head of house to be the game master. Every head of house, the game master is picked by luck. It got to Ilebaye turn. Biggie put it special for her. You can't tell me the show is biased. DSTV and bbnaija know who they want to give their money. I have noticed this thing from the onset, time memory. I've seen this show of starting from the Tigobe season. There's one thing that is common among each season is people always feel a certain winner or people feel that Biggie has a certain person in mind to win. But I am telling you guys, it is not like that. It is your vote. If you want Soma to win this season, you will do it by voting for Soma and Soma will win it. They don't have any criteria. If they do, some of the housemates who live on time in this game will not live because they give us a show. So it is nothing like that. Biggie gave HOH Game Master and the OGs of, and taking for herself. That is the game master for herself, That is what it is. Because right now, I think whatever name you call them and say they are being bitter or what, it is true. Because I cannot see, even when Biggie explained it to them, if it's not being bitter, then I don't know what it is. Biggie explained it to them, and yet they are still arguing. They are still complaining. I don't get. Coming from Slim, Ilebaye and Ike have the worst BFFs. I knew she would regret her selection. Do you think Ilebaye would regret it? I think Ilebaye would not, because that girl know they hear what. If you still ask her to make choose or make pick, I think she will still pick them for something, because she know they ever hear. Coming from Fine Love, but this women's for Abaye is so unnecessary. See them feeling bad all because she is game master. Yet for them, it is okay to become one. I wonder how they will feel if she wins the show. Coming from Rexler. Sisi, now wow, if Soma didn't clarify this game master thing now, she has already started pointing finger on Ilebaye. Even when Soma explained, she no still here. Biggie has explained, they no still here. Then it shows that there is a thin line between that they do not want Baye. Any other person can get it except Baye. And I think the reason why Perez said something in my mind, I was like, this guy, you sharp. The reason why Biggie gave Ilebaye this game master is because of how her reign as the head of house is going. They do not respect her. They don't respect her. So Biggie would be like, you would have to listen to her, whether you like it or not. Sisi's attitude You didn't see her do anything, and you, why can't she be a game master? Why do you think Biggie would always make you the game master? God, this is too much for a young girl. So automatic win and money for Ilebaye. Ha 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 ha. This season is too sweet for me. I hope I don't, from this. And I love the way Biggie plays this game. You would think you know more than Biggie. Like, even me right here, I'm clamoring for the guys to win because I don't even want the ladies to win, Because even when the guys were trying to practice, dance and sing to Bona songs, them are arguing. Mercy is there saying, "I'm sorry, Bona, I don't know any of your song," she's saying it proudly. And I think she's saying it because she's not happy, in as much as she might not know, but there's a way to say this kind of things, Even the housemate is calling out to your bias. Every time I remember Ilebaye took time out of her busy schedule to apologize to this, women, I just get angry because they think they are worth it. Guys, so sorry I'm skipping those words, but it is what it is, So to me, I feel it is obvious that they don't want Baye. And if you ask them, I think they would want any other person to win except Baye. Even the prize money, I think they would even say they would want any other person to win except Baye. And this is not just fair at all. So if Ariza are rising for Baye, I think nobody should blame them because the housemates are the one selling those narrative without no stress at all. Guys, tell me, what do you think about all of this happening in Biggie's house this evening regarding this tax, okay? I would like to see what you think in the comment section. Right now, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for sailing with me. Bye for now.